white dinghy. We've seen some white ones lately. We're trying to get some intel as to how many are in it. That is the boat that takes us through 50,000 that have come since Rishi Sunak became Prime Minister.
I've just spent the last 3 or 4 hours on the channel with Nigel Farage, where we've essentially looked for migrants that may be crossing, given that the seas, particularly today, are very calm and the wind is very low. What we saw was essentially a number of migrant dinghies, but particularly one in particular, which had about 45 migrants on it. This was the number that took it past the 50,000 mark. They were being shepherded by a French vessel known as the Minck, which is contracted to the Royal Navy, the French Royal Navy. And essentially, it was travelling at about 4 knots across the channel. At the midpoint, a border force vessel was waiting for the migrants to arrive. The key point being is that at that point, the border force takes over responsibility for rescuing them. The various measures that have been taken have not stopped the flow of migrants. What Farage argues is that the best way to do it would be to leave the European Court of Human Rights and to essentially then intercept the migrants and return them to France, whether they liked it or not. Highly controversial, highly confrontational. Whether it would work is another matter, and clearly it's not likely to be put into practice, as Labour are likely to be the next government by establishing a Security Board Command, which would essentially try to tackle the gangs at root. What the Labour is also pledging to do is to remove and end the Rwanda scheme, and that is obviously the key dividing point between the two parties. What we do know for sure is that this problem is not going to go away, and no solution offers any silver bullet.